What's up YouTube? It's your girl Majestic Madness 15 and we're back at it again with another video, and this time we are talking about the Pixel Watch 3. Now this is my first Pixel Watch, the same way all of the Pixel devices. It's my first time actually using them, and it's my first time using like a Fitbit watch. The last time I had anything in the Fitbit community, it was that first generation like Fitbit that really just fit on your arm. It had no screen, it just had lights to indicate the battery, and it predominantly just kind of like took your steps. So this is my first time having a Fitbit watch. This is also my first time having a Pixel watch, and I have exclusively been using it for a little over a month, and at this point I have some thoughts. For starters, I want to say that it is a super lightweight and comfortable watch. I have slept in this watch, I have worked out in this watch, I've pretty much done everything in this watch, and I've enjoyed it. Now when it comes to Fitbit tracking, Fitbit tracks your health data a little bit differently than say Samsung Health or even the Apple Fitness or Apple Health. Fitbit really focuses more on your cardio load and constantly getting you moving. It's always been something to track your steps and really encourage you to get up and move around. Not just be active every hour, but actually get about 250 steps an hour so that you can actually surpass your goals. So when it comes to kind of tracking your fitness, what it does is instead of giving you the active calories that you burn in a day, it gives you the total calories because you are constantly burning calories whether you're being active or not. Now for somebody coming from the Apple Fitness and the Samsung Health way of health metrics where we're focusing on active burn calories, calories that you're burning by moving around and exercising, I much prefer that. I much prefer having a smaller number to say, hey, you did a workout or you did a lot of walking today, and as a result, you burned this many calories, instead of looking at the grand sum of how many calories you do in a day. There's a difference between 500 active calories and 3,000 calories in total. I think it's a little complicated when you're trying to figure out, what if you're really trying to like put yourself in a calorie deficit or really trying to focus on the calorie burned aspect for your health data. It's very difficult. There's no way to actually change that metric because, like I said, Fitbit focuses a lot more on getting you moving. It also focuses on your cardio load, which is not a metric I feel like I really got a grasp on. I feel like I didn't really get a grasp on like what they were trying to tell me with my cardio load. Some days, of course, I do more than others. One day during this time, I went on a 3-mile hike, and then there were some days where I didn't do any workout at all. So I know that the point of the cardio load, it's supposed to compare the cardio load with your sleep score to get your overall recovery to stop you from either overtraining or undertraining. But I just don't feel like it was a metric that I personally kind of liked to track my workouts in. I think I prefer the whole, make sure you're moving, a certain amount of hours every day so that you're not just sitting sedentary. Yes, please monitor your steps, but like I said, I think I put a lot more emphasis on getting my physical fitness every day than I do getting my steps. Some days I might not walk, but I go to CrossFit for an hour and I'm doing my workout, or I'm on the elliptical and I'm just not walking every moment of every day. And some days I am walking, some days I'm dog walking, and I'm, walking multiple miles. So it kind of depends on what health metrics you're used to. I think anybody that has been in the Fitbit ecosystem is going to be used to that push to get you up and moving and taking steps and not really focusing on the calories that you're burning. And then if you've been a part of the Apple ecosystem and you've been a part of the Samsung ecosystem, you're going to have more of that push towards, hey, try to burn these many active calories. Do enough stuff every day to burn 300, 400, 500 active calories a day. And it's something that you actually set. So for me, I don't feel like I got as much out of looking at my health data. But like I said, what matters to me more is that I'm getting up and I'm going to the gym every day. So I just made sure that I was sticking with that. The other thing I will say is that I kind of wish that it had more than a day's worth of battery. I find that this is like running low by the end of the day every day. So I either have to charge it before I go to sleep, or I have to try to charge it first thing when I wake up in order to get through the day. I went on a 3-hour hike, and granted, I didn't get to fully charge the watch because I had slept in it the night before, but I was really worried that it was going to run out of battery before I even finished my hike, because I can only really get a day out of it. So that's something that I do kind of miss when it comes to my Galaxy Watch. The Galaxy Watch, I could easily get a day and a half out of it. It lasted me so much longer, and I just kind of wish I got a little bit more time, because with how comfortable this is, I do want to wear it all the time. One of the things that I just did not really like is I do not like the auto workout feature, because it doesn't actually start a workout. It will kind of prompt you to be like, hey, are you working out? If you are, please select one of these. But I kind of miss how my Samsung watch would know that I was walking, and it would automatically start a walk workout. Kind of same with the with Apple Watches. Kind of having that prompt, especially since during this time I've done so much dog walking. Having that prompt of, are you actually walking? I feel like just kind of lost me some progress, because if I miss the vibration because I'm already moving, I'm catching it so late. I would rather you just go ahead and start a workout for me. One thing that I actually really liked about this watch, because I wear it to sleep, or even I just wear it all day and like take a nap in it, it has like an auto bedtime feature where it just kind of, I guess, based off of your heart rate and your motion, it knows that you're sleeping, and it automatically puts the watch in bedtime mode. So, you know, it won't vibrate, it won't ring, it won't make any sounds, and it knows when you get up, when you start moving around a lot, to take it out of that mode. I liked that because I didn't really like putting my watch in the sleep mode. I don't necessarily want it to automatically like silence my phone or pair to my phone to put it in sleep mode. So I like that this kind of just automatically did it for me based off of when I was actually asleep and when I would get up in the morning. Now, when it comes to customization for this watch, I felt like the settings were just kind of simple. Even when it comes to the tiles, I feel like there's not as many tiles as I found on like my Galaxy Watch, and as many just possibilities of tiles. I mean, I liked having a tile for my most used workouts. This one will give you a tile of your most recently used workouts, but depending on the day, my workouts are fluctuating. So I do have a few tiles on here, but I just felt like overall it didn't give me as much customization over, you know, the quick information I wanted when swiping the watch from left to right than I got from my Samsung watch. I also felt like I was missing some customization when it came to notifications. You are allowed to select, you know, which notifications are actually pushing towards the watch, but you can't customize the sounds, you can't customize the vibration. I like being able to have certain apps that I really want to know I get those notifications for. I like having those sound different. Messages, you know, emails, that kind of thing. And I felt like with this, it's very similar to the Apple Watch, where it's just kind of, there's one sound for like notifications, and then there's one sound for everything else, and just kind of differentiate based off of what's happening. I will say that through additional research, there are some things that I have found that have left me a little concerned when it comes to the Pixel Watch. One thing being, I did think that this was going to be swim proof, and it is not. It does not have a water lock. So please make sure that even though it is water resistant, that you're careful if you actually want to go swimming in this watch. I don't swim for exercise that much, but I just like the capability of having a water lock in my watch just in case anything happens, similar to my Galaxy Tab S9. Do I plan on fully submerging that tablet in water? No. Is it nice to know that I can? Yes. I like that added security of if I were to ever go swimming or it does get submerged for more than, the allotted IP68 time, I would actually be okay, and I can not only block water from getting in, but I can push whatever water that is in the watch out. The other thing is that these are not repairable. I did not know that before I actually purchased a Pixel watch, that they are not repairable. So if you break it, you do have to get a whole new watch because none of it is repairable. I have been fortunate enough that I have not done any damage to it, but I would be lying if I didn't say I kind of miss how big the Galaxy 6 Classic, because that's the watch I had before. I miss kind of how big that watch was, especially with the rotating bezel, because I felt like that actually ended up protecting the screen from me knocking it into things, especially since it's already a large, heavy watch. I felt like the rotating bezel actually protected the watch face from getting damaged. This, it's just all glass, so if you bump into anything, it's going to bump in face first, so that is something to look out for. So one more thing that I actually wanted to point out when it comes to the Pixel watch is that it does have a pronged charger. As a result, that means that you cannot reverse power charge this. You have to have the designated charger in order for it to charge, period. You can't charge it wirelessly, you can't charge it on the back of your phone. Your only option is the charger. That is such a huge thing to me, because what I loved so much about the Galaxy Watch was the fact that it used a wireless charger, so you could charge it on the back of your phone. I cannot count how many times I have slept over at my parents' house or just packed and completely forgot my watch charger, and being able to charge my phone on the back of being able to charge my watch on the back of my phone really actually allowed me to have a watch for that time. So it hasn't been an issue so far. I've just made sure I packed my charger every time I went anywhere. But if that's something that you really like, if that's a functionality that you miss, then it's nice to know. I knew that it had a prong charger. They didn't really have any information about it wirelessly charging, so I wanted to be optimistic that it could also double as, reverse charging on the back of your phone, but unfortunately, it does not. All in all, I actually have very much enjoyed my time with this watch. Like I said, it is super comfortable, it is super lightweight, and it just works so well with the Pixel Watch. All of my notifications come through, all of my phone calls come through, and it's been a good time. I have, just minor gripes with how Fitbit tracks their health data, but it's really just the calories burned. Other than that, I've had a great time with it. If you do want a larger battery, they do have a larger size, so if you don't mind having a larger watch, you could probably get more than a day out of your watch and get better sleep data out of it. Since I have an Oura Ring, I haven't been too concerned with getting my sleep data from this watch, but for testing purposes, I was trying it. Would I recommend this watch? Yes, I would definitely recommend it for anybody who is in the Fitbit ecosystem, anybody who has been a long-time Fitbit user, or if you just have a Pixel device. Like I said, it's a really good watch. I think the build quality is really nice. I would just definitely say make sure you get a screen protector and a case so that you don't accidentally break it, since it is not repairable. But if you like this video, please make sure you leave me a comment down below, like the video. If you want to see what else I have to say regarding technology, please subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for notifications, and I will catch you guys at the next one.